This is your boy Kraze, the king of content, and I just recently sat down with the legend, one of the legends of the 80s, my man Daddy-O from Stetsasonic. He is going to break a few things down, says some real interesting things, and I know he's very outspoken, so I hope y'all enjoy this interview. You know my job is to educate, make sure that y'all learn something about the artists and the culture that we love so much. So check a look at it. So you're very outspoken,
right?
That's what I was saying, and you definitely don't have a problem speaking your mind. There was some comments you said about Rakim that he wasn't the best, and then the other, I guess, the best artist to you,
right?
They give him too much credit.
Well, I don't know if they give him too much credit, and you know what's funny? I'm talking to you, Kraze, because I think all the time. Right. So now I think I know how to say it.
Okay.
Rakim's not the greatest. He did the greatest thing.
There we go.
That's how you say it. Because that thing that he did is great.
Right.
All of it. Let the rhythm hit him. Follow the leader. That 7 MCs in a line. It's the greatest thing. Is he the greatest MC? No.
Right.
No. But he did do the greatest thing. I mean, it may have been a greater thing than almost any of us did. When I start thinking about a thing, Mel would get it, but he didn't make the message twice. He would get it. Rakim did that thing
over and over.
He did that thing. He kept repeating that thing. And it's to prove that it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't like, So he did that thing. But is he the greatest MC? I don't think so. There's too much other factors that would make you the greatest MC. Right. And I just don't think that for me, he doesn't get that. But, he's like one of my partners, my little man Hasib, he'll fight me. Rakim's the greatest to him. And to a lot of people, Rakim is the greatest. And I got to give that. If I stand up and say Mel's the greatest, or if I say KRS-One is the greatest, I don't want nobody to argue with me. Right. You see what I'm saying? So I get that. But I talk about it, but it feels like, and there's a record actually on my new album, I got an album called No Tablecloths. There's a record called Blasphemy. And it's to the right. No Tablecloths.
No Table.
And the record Blasphemy is actually to the Rakim fans. Right. And what I said is, I said one line, if that made them shake, either their God ain't real or their faith is fake. Okay. Because all I said is Rakim told the biggest lie in hip-hop. And they said, what's that? He said, it ain't where you from, it's where you at. That's a lie. All of hip-hop is about where you from. Right. Even Joe Budden represents Jersey. Right. I mean, nobody does it, you know what I'm saying? And, you don't want to talk about me, the battle rap fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm every battle rapper going to rep where he from, everything. Right. Verb going to talk St. Louis until he blue in the face. And, Av going to talk, Arizona till he blue in the face. Like, that's what it is. We always been that. That's
so
where
that. Is that something that Rakim shied away from back then?
I think Rakim comes in on that level because he was from a place nobody wanted to hear from nobody. So that's why he could easily come out and say it ain't where you from, it's where you at. Because he wasn't going to come out and say, I'm from Long Island.
Right, at that time.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that really quickly.
Yeah.
So why do you think that was? Why do you think people, every artist...
The five boroughs had it on lock. Right. The only people that took that into their gut was Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was like, nobody talks about it out here. We getting it out here. We going through every struggle. We are going to represent Shaolin. And they called it Shaolin. Nobody else called it Shaolin before them. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, we from Staten Island. Right. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the people, not so much. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't from one of the boroughs, you kind of, back in the day, a lot of them just kind of didn't say where they was from.
Right. But some did.
You never heard Rakim say one time where he was from.
Talking about EPMD did.
EPMD did. That's a different group.
Chuck D and them.
Yeah, Chuck and them. Yeah. But I'm just saying. So that's what I mean when I say.
From Long Island.
Yeah. That's what I mean by even De La. I mean, De La said they was from Long Island. Paul did. Right. You know what I'm saying?
At one point in '88, most of the artists that was shaking was from Long Island.
Yeah, and I don't think that there was anything wrong with it. But for to hear Rakim say it ain't where you from, was where you at, I'm like, just represent it. If it's Wine Dance, represent it. If it's Hempstead, represent it. But just represent it. That's good. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. It's not a beef between me and Rakim. I think he's a great MC. I think he's a little beyond good. I think he's a great MC. I have problems with a lot of people in my class because they don't make records anymore. So I got an issue with that.
Right.
Because I think I'm nicer now than I ever was.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut
No,
you off.
go ahead.
I heard you in the interview say the problem with your generation is that very thing, that they stopped making records.
They stopped making records.
They was too old.
Yeah, I don't know if they think they too old or they don't think that they're good enough, but I'm nicer now than I ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I tell people this all the time. I love the old Daddy-O. I think the old Daddy-O was fire, but I will smoke his little fucking boots right now. Like, he can't touch this new Daddy-O. I'm nice now. I know how to move these words around. I done listen to Bun B and Pimp C and Eazy-E, and I done listen to Roscos and you know, before all I had to pull from was Fantastic and Flash and Treacherous and Macedon Community. Now I can listen to Travis Scott and get something now. So, of course I'm better. You know what I'm saying? And I say, if I am, and I'm one little dude from Brooklyn, imagine 9, 10 of us, 15 of us doing that. You're talking about a whole nother type of movement feeling out here at all.
I got a question. A lot of the younger artists now are very interested in those artists from the mid-'80s,
right.
90s. Mm-hmm. Why do you think so?
Because of YouTube, because of guys like you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for guys like you, they wouldn't be interested.
Well, see, I think this is right. And you tell me where you stand. The generation before this had no interest in 85, 80s. They could care less.
Right.
But these new group of artists,
right,
the Little Uzi Verts,
yeah.
level of
right,
artists,
right.
For some reason.
Shout out to Vert. You know, Prince Paul's son is Vert's DJ. Just to let you know.
Shout out to him. But I think this era is very interested in what happened in the 80s.
But I do think YouTube, I mean, honestly, and I know YouTube is his own platform, and
right.
me and you don't get no money from this.
Right.
But I think YouTube has a lot to do with it. I really, really do. Because when that's not available, it's just not available.
But where do you think it shifted the interest? Because you take one...
More video. Because if I'm watching battle rap, and then all of a sudden, Untold Story of Cold Chillin' comes up.
Right.
Okay, so, yeah, I watched my 4 battles. I said, let me go back to that thing. Let me go back to that thing that guy was doing. On you know, even though I'm a young guy, I'm like, who is Granddaddy IU? Let me go back to that. Right. And then you start talking, then you start hearing stuff, and you're like, oh, I think it's that. I really do. I mean, it's no different than television, right? There was a time on television that things weren't available, and now they are. And that's what I think.
They could come in. Yeah. It don't matter. They can make noise. Yeah. The other shit.
Yeah.
They can walk in. So, well, my brother, have you seen the thing I did on Cool V?
I didn't see the Cool V one yet.
Did you see the Fly Tie stuff?
I love the Fly Tie stuff.
Fly Tie.
It's funny. The Fly Tie stuff is funny because I lived a lot of that.
Right.
And so it was like hearing Ty tell us I was around.
Right.
Not for all of it. So that was kind of cool because, you know, I told you Ty was the makeshift manager for Stetsasonic for time. You know, truth be told, who knows if we would even have a deal without Ty.
Right.
Because it feels like the contest was Ty's idea.
Right.
It wasn't Magic's idea. No disrespect.
Rufus was Magic. I heard he was really ruthless.
I don't know him like I know Tyrone. Right. I don't know Magic.
So you never met Magic?
I met Magic, but I know Magic only from being on the radio with him. I dealt with Ty.
Right.
And then later on, Ty was the guy to keep my lights on. You know what I mean? Ty was the guy that I call and say, yo, I got a record, and he signs it.
Right.
I did the whole TCF crew with Tyrone. I did 2 full albums with Cold Chillin'. I did the whole full Nubian Mob album, and I did the whole TCF album with Tyrone. Right. So
he did a lot for a lot of people.
Oh, for a lot of people.
And I got the chance to get to know him over the last 2 years.
Right.
He's definitely a good mentor to me.
Oh yeah. Tyrone is that guy.
Speaking to him.
Yeah.
And I definitely appreciate him.
Yeah.
More people like
absolutely.
That. Daddy-O, I appreciate you, man. Kraze the king of content.
Kraze the king of content. Y'all know what it is.
Stetsasonic is coming, y'all.
Y'all know what it is.
Peace.